I go to Chick-fil-A and they got the most exuberant, youthful, teeny boppers, male and female. This, hey, ready to take your order? Hey, how you doing? Hey. Even the ones that are trying to play cooler, still relatively like, hey, how you doing? They keep the demeanor light and jovial. And it is amazing. And then I get Chick-fil-A sauce and Polynesian sauce. They're so wonderful. Like, individually, like I dip in one and then the other just to mix it up. It's so good. Everyone gather around.
Hold your hand up.
It's that time again. The Umpteenth View coming to you. I was thinking of something I was gonna do extravagant, and it wasn't working. So I went really low key, and that's not working either. It's not working.
I feel like we're gonna
So I'm gonna do
appreciate all the
hope
same.
and smash. This is the Umpteenth View, and I am just Henry. I said I am just Henry.
Your WWE license ready?
Always ready to show presence, baby. And this is the good cousin.
It is Wiz Reads Wise in the flesh, good people. How y'all doing out there? It is Hippopotamus in the flesh, the nerd bigot. And today, I call myself a bigot. That's tough. Regardless.
Yeah.
That's gonna make somebody happy. But it is what it is. Cause we're gonna start something different today.
It's gonna be different.
For this video, word of the day. Mm-hmm. Hip hop nerd, what's the word of the day?
Hey.
You see what I did? Yeah.
I'm saying though.
The word of the day is impromptu. Which means I don't have the technical definition, but in other words, what it means is off script, because that's what we do a lot of times. You see, I just transitioned that in there.
You translated too.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Kim. Dog. So, ladies and gentlemen, whoever else that wants to listen,
I like it. Whoever else, y'all know who y'all are.
Hey, thank you for joining us. We are pensive.
Another good word.
With great angst. To explore this new genre in our lovely podcast, because it is Mind Melding Monday.
You thought we forgot?
So we wanted to welcome you here. We're starting peaceful because it's about to get we're gonna cause a ruckus today. I think we're gonna cause a ruckus today because I did a bit of searching this week, and I found a few, as they would say, diamonds in the rough. Diamonds in the rough.
That's good.
Diamonds in the rough. And we're gonna have some fun with this. Now, first off, I want to say shout out to Cowboy Bebop, the live action. It was all right. It was pretty good. It was very good for my taste. It wasn't everybody's cup of tea because people are skeptical of the live action transitions or renditions of anime because of the vast imagination and
such a good
how expressive and explorative the actual anime genre is and can be. The movie depictions or visuals are what some people are saying is lacking or not as effective and grandiose as the anime. Then also the writing and some of the actual layouts of the storylines can kind of deviate. No, they change the storyline sometimes, so they go to the it'll actually not fit exactly like.
Oh, see, now that's more terrible. See, I was gonna let that one slide because I haven't seen them. I don't watch them for much like what you said, but y'all changing story too. Yeah, y'all can kill all that mess.
Well, I mean, it's a toss up sometimes because you got to look at the time frame of a movie, hour and a half ideally, and the levels of the story that you're trying to get to. You're trying to get they're basically trying to tell 13 episodes in one movie.
And this is what I'm gonna say: if you have to change the source material, then maybe you shouldn't try to replicate it. That's just how.
Or chop it up in parts.
Now you know that too. You can make the movie longer, but the problem with a lot of stuff is they try to crunch it in there like it didn't have a following before. So obviously, if you're in the market to make money, you want to get that following plus attract new ones. You lost that following the second you say, "All right, we just changed some stuff." I'm no longer interested in watching it.
Now, here's what I'll say to that as well. There's always the attention that comes from those that receive it the same way as you. As in, if I make a bad song and somebody says, "Man, your song is trash," I was like, "Well, thanks for listening."
You're talking about,
and in the movie game, thanks for watching.
Yeah, see, but the problem with that is that if you had a following, right, and you say, okay, your genre is typically like R&B, soulful stuff. You make an EDM song. As a person who knows what your genre really was, I'm not gonna listen to the EDM, so you're not even gonna get the attention from it. Oh, that's the case? I ain't watching it. Like, I didn't know there was a Cowboy Bebop live action thing because you just said live action. I have no interest in watching it. So you're not gonna even get my negative reviews. I'm just gonna act like it didn't exist.
Wow.
And I'm going back to the original Cowboy
Bebop.
So I think there are definitely some of those folks who like to go see stuff just to bash on it. I'm not one of them. If it's something I'm not interested in, I ain't watching it. It's just gone.
Well, here's what I'll say to that. The Bleach one is the closest, I would think, because they're real early.
That's what
early in the
that's
story.
What they call them.
Yes, there's those that are purists. You can get those that help with the story writing, and it's intensely important to be able to be realistic in the movie making, to be able to say that the timeline fits and keep going. Bleach for me is the best one that I like in that regard.
Okay.
The one they did for what's your boy name? Brotherhood.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. They did one there. That one's a kind of a lead-in, kind of startup movie type as well.
Okay.
The only ones that I didn't like was the Dragon Ball Z one. That one was highly disappointing. So
I actually see that, and that's pretty much why I was like, all right, we gonna leave. We gonna leave anime to anime. Y'all create something else.
That boy was terrible.
I think for when you're trying to do stuff like that to capture individuals like myself, because another good example of movies like medium changing to tell stories and whatnot is the It's. Now, I love the It book. That's one of my favorite Stephen King books.
Read it.
That book is phenomenal, and the movies will never do it justice. Not that they can't, because they don't try. Even the It's that came out recently, like the part 1 and part 2s, they're trash to me. They cutting out stuff, and you adding stuff, you changing stuff, and there's no excuse for it. It's different when you had like the It. I think in the 90s, CG wasn't as strong as it was, and then they made a great. They made a great adaptation of the books. Okay. Right? They did a lot with what they got to offer, but you can't have that when you got Marvel making Iron Man completely in CG. The technology is extremely there. It's just there.
It really is, but it's also like, I think it's the good old boy club thing as well. As in, like, my production company hasn't been working with your production company, with this director, with this executive producer or a producer or production company, because that's where the money is. It's the whatever what's the word, budget that you start with kind of plays in as far as I've seen. So
getting that loan is important.
I've seen also there's a company on YouTube. There's a crew of people that does great. They it's almost like they're a company that makes pilots.
Okay.
But they do nothing but anime pilots. Okay. They did a Dragon Ball Z one where they had, I think it was Android 12 and 13. They had Trunks, I believe. Was it Trunks? Or was it Kid Trunks? Or was it Goku and then Gohan? Either way, you got to look at it. It was better than the actual Dragon Ball Z movie.
Because the Dragon Ball Z stuff is trash too. But I say that.
So
I don't know. It's
that
touching.
Dragon Ball Z movie was horrible.
Which one? The one with the recent one?
The one where they had the depiction of Piccolo where he
the
was
new one. He turned orange or something like that. Yeah, I seen
like,
that.
what is that?
Yeah, my brody tells me about that stuff.
Like y'all couldn't get better, what is the word called for the thing? The prosthetics that for the makeup. You know what I mean?
Oh shoot.
They can do like the molding on the head. Man, I've watched the TV show on Netflix where they compete to be the best makeup
that show's
artists.
good. Yeah,
that show,
they do some incredible things. Yes, sir.
And
Makeup
then you can't tell. And there's people in Tampa. I've looked them up. Mm-hmm. Just thinking adventurously for a music video. I've looked them up. There's several people in Tampa that do it.
Yo, but that's the reason why I don't watch it and I don't accept these unnecessary changes because there are talented people out there doing some miraculous things.
Because I would love to be a werewolf.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I really wouldn't.
Tell me that would be right.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. Halloween is dope because you be cashing out on different aesthetics. I would not be opposed to it.
Dog, I don't even care what the song is, bro.
Just dress like a werewolf, just making the context. Hey, yo, had that bit in there. I'm with it.
Oh, bro, that would
I'm with it.
Up the room.
No,
I'd be so sick.
We could talk about music and art and adaptations all day. That's my stuff. I love reading, and then I hate seeing stuff when they get to changing and taking out. And there are some examples of where it's okay to do it. Like Sonic, I watched both of them. I think they're great. Yeah. I think Jim Carrey did his thing. Mm-hmm. Sonic looks amazing, and it was great because it adds a unique perspective to the video game lore. That's different. It's when you're calling something like Avatar: The Last Airbender the movie. Yeah, make that face. Inexcusably bad. Inexcusably.
That's such a good story that you could have done with what you had at the time. You could have done that so much better. Like, first off, Zuko. I need his makeup to be a little more convincing that he got burned. He got burned to death by his daddy. Burned to death on his face. Yo, I need it to be a little more. I don't know, a little deeper. But it just could have been better. It could have been a lot more. You could have chopped it up to really like branch it out and brand it out, man. Because like, if anybody's learning from what's the boy's name from Marvel?
Oh, Marvel, I got you.
They plan 10, 12 years into the future. Hello. But you want to put it all and smush it up into one. No.
Unacceptable.
Don't do that. That's terrible. That's not luring in the avid watcher. That's not getting a person that sat there through every episode and made sure they learned every nuance, every connection, everything to be able to keep up with the storyline that took episodes and seasons of episodes, and you want to that's a foul on the play. Flag.
I'm gonna put it like this: I treat art like I treat my woman. If I like it, I pay attention to it. It's as simple as that. So when you do something out of character, you do something out of norm, I definitely know.
Okay.
So hey,
man. So that was impromptu.
Yes, sir. Word of the day.
What's it? The Playhouse, Playhouse. Everybody go nuts. Oh man, that's controversial conversation. Don't even Pee-wee's Playhouse. You know he. Oh, whatever, man.
Hey, yeah.
People are crazy. People are nuts, especially those that are super movie stars. And y'all wouldn't even take it.
Yes, sir.
Y'all wouldn't even take that was a movie star. He set up Lawrence Fishburne.
I didn't even know that, but
Lawrence Fishburne was the cowboy in that bit.
I did not know that.
Come on now.
I did not.
Lawrence Fishburne had to get in somewhere. He was getting paid.
What did Pee-wee used to do?
I can't do it. Can't do it.
What
my vocal cords refuse to be in that pitch.
I used to watch Pee-wee growing up.
Oh,
and that Pee-wee Playhouse movie, I definitely used to watch that.
Dog, I had an infatuation with puppets. Like I love all the puppet shows. And he should have had puppets on it. I was watching that thing.
I'm trying to think if I don't.
I even watched Lamb Chop.
I know Lamb Chop was the thing from Mr. Rogers, right?
No.
Okay, I don't know that.
It's lamb chops, play along, just play along and sing along, cause something good for you. And then that's the one that came out with that song. This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
I don't know.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, but they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that does it as it goes on.
The only thing puppets that come to mind is Pinocchio and Puppet Masters, the movie.
Ooh,
yeah, those two. And I used to mess with them both.
Bruh. So my puppet infatuation went so far as, first off, I love puppet comedy.
Okay.
Like Jeff Dunham.
I know what that is.
So he's one of my favorites in that genre. Also, I went as far as started watching the Japanese puppet TV shows that they have. First off, don't shake your head.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I ain't judging.
It is an original.
I was about to say. I ain't judging.
It was an original storyline, and each of these characters, most of them are like super powered. Like they got monks, they got samurai warriors, they got everything in those movies that we love, the Wire movies. But they do it with the scene cuts. They just the directing and the cinematography for this puppet show is incredible.
Okay.
And the story, and it's.
I feel like if it's Japanese, you sold me on the fact because they passionate about everything they do.
And the puppets are like they stand underneath the puppet and they hold them up, so they gotta walk like that. But then they also like run like the mechanics of the.
Okay, so they get multiple joints. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah,
and then they got swords that they gotta find. They got the sword got a certain power, and then they show the effects off the sword. So then, that
sounds dope. So is it like one of those bits where like, so it's like it looks like a live recording, like there's an actual audience there, but what it is they're just filming in the studio and then they add digital effects to make it pop out?
Nah, it's more like it's recorded in a studio where they got different sets. They got the sets are like dirt and rocks and trees and all that, and buildings, all of that. I gotta show it to you, bro. I can't describe it.
I'll definitely check it out.
It is.
I like art.
Fantastic because. And I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I even go to the point of watching the Robot Warriors. The Robot Wars. Y'all seen the Robot Wars you see in America, where they actually make like box like things, and they're like drive and then they flip you and put you into the chainsaw and all that stuff.
As a puppet?
No, that's the wars, the Robot Wars you see in America. The ones I'm talking about are literal.
Oh, like Transformers. That's what you're talking about. I used to watch Beast Wars when I was growing up. Yeah.
But the ones I'm talking about are like mini. What's the movie? You seen Pacific Rim?
Yes.
They're like little mini
kaiju like that.
Kaiju.
Okay.
But the mechanical fighting ones,
like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yes,
nice.
But it's incredible. Nice. They got classes and everything. They got the You ever seen the models, the Gundam models? They got like the 144 class, and then they got the next one up,
Master Grades and yeah.
So it's like that size and like their weight class. They got they got the big boys.
Okay,
it is crazy because they can act. They can walk. Some of them, some shimmy, to get around. They have, each of them has an automatic way to get up off the ground, because after you get down, you got to get back up.
Right.
And the mechanics of how they get up is kind of stylish. Nice. Then they got the signature moves. Like some of them will slide in and grab the other mech warrior and flip them, drop them. And I saw one where it does the multiple suplex, like the belly to back suplex. It just rolls over. Just rolls over.
That's N64 wrestling days right there. Yes, sir.
It is so sick, dog. Like,
I'm with it.
Sorry, I get excited.
That's okay. That's all right. I love it.
I'm with it, man. I watch those all day too. Oh man. And how did I get there with puppets?
Yeah. And just, but that's okay. I'm with it.
Oh man!
The second I got the avenue to explore stuff like that, I was definitely doing it.
YouTube.
That came
Thank you,
when I
YouTube.
was grown.
YouTube shows me a lot of the world, man. Like
That's wonderful. I think that's one of my favorite things about YouTube. You get to see so many things, and of course that's a positive, negative because they got mukbang.
If you look for bad, you'll find it.
Yeah, the algorithm just sends it your way because it's weird.
Yeah. Because it's a machine. It's not really like a human person on the other side saying, you know what, let me be your moral compass for you. We will guide you back to life and light. Enlightenment even.
Tell them.
No, that doesn't work that way. So, but one of the most impressive things I've seen online was, you seen those it's like either Filipino or they're from like the rainforest or whatnot, and they dig up the ground and they make like little underground like living quarters and pools and all this kind of stuff, slides, all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Out of the dirt.
I've never seen that. I know Earthbrick is a thing, and I think that's fascinating. I love it. Yeah, I love the doing that.
They do these like all over the place. My thing is first off, I thought I heard somebody mention that they sell those
probably
after they make them.
Probably.
But my thing is like, how do you find so much space to keep doing these things? But at the same token, I don't care. Just keep doing it.
Man, as long as y'all ain't chopping down Amazon for us, I'm with it.
Nah, man, it literally is with the environment.
That's what's up.
It literally, they use bamboo and stuff to redirect water from the stream.
Like an irrigation system?
Dude, it's
I love it.
Crazy.
I love it. I'm with it.
So one where they had a moat. They had a moat in there.
Keep it natural.
Jumping in there, swimming. All right, I'm sorry. We're off subject, but we're back on subject.
Impromptu.
Actually, we're not off subject because it is impromptu.
Yes, sir.
As long as you guys can keep up.
Yes, sir.
Now, we all... in a way, we love us a good Karen or Ken, right? And I say Karen or Ken because Ken would be the...
Is that the equivalent? Oh, well. Karen and Ken.
We're going to continue
y'all
that
cursing
trend.
Y'all kids, please don't do it.
They're going to stop naming their kids Ken.
Yeah, it's going to become a bad word, a stigmatic word.
And Kendrick Lamar's out there like, no, it's Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Don't you dare call me.
Kendrick, don't shorten mine. But we have we've done a bit before where we were talking about people on the plane and acting out of sorts and so on, especially during COVID and all that, right? People getting fined and going to jail. We have another young lady whom apparently is a mother. And I'm sorry that you have asthma for really if you do. I said for really. For real, if you do, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get through it. I hope you're okay. It's just that most asthmatics that I know don't get themselves worked up too much themselves because they know what happens and they get short of breath, they get loopy, they can pass out, so on and so forth. And I didn't sense any of that. So that's just my little take on that. But I feel this is very educational because we always trying to be better today than we were yesterday. Matter of fact, tomorrow's gonna be even better. And this is where I shut up and let the magic of videos and fair use.
The video player.
Videos and fair use to be able to allow us to enjoy this lovely TikTok, all right? Are you ready to get ready?
Yes, sir.
Now let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. That one was better.
Think you can move him, man. This is a full flight. I can't move him. I don't want to sit there. Do you want me to call the cops? Because I will. I'll call them right now.
I didn't even realize she said, I will call the cops.
He's violating our rights and our safety. I asked him for his vaccine card, and he doesn't have one because he's not vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
Have a mask and be vaccinated. You know exactly wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask because I have asthma. I have a health condition. I have children. I'm fully vaccinated to protect them. You're intentionally putting my health at risk right now. If you wish to be on this flight, I need you to take a seat. Okay, that is a seat you paid for, and it's the only one. I know the law. You're violating the law right now. You're completely breaking the law. You have to find me another seat. It's not the law to be vaccinated on this flight. You can't make me breathe his oxygen because he's not vaccinated. You're not listening to me. If you wish to be on this flight, I need you to take your seat. I'm not sitting there. You're putting my life in danger.
It would actually be his carbon dioxide, but anyway.
That's not fair.
She's so absolute in her perspective. She thinks she got it right.
Yes, this is.
We breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide.
He's not vaccinated. You're intentionally putting my life in danger. You're not putting your life.
You did that the second you decided to get on the plane.
That's your opinion, actually.
He's sick of it.
I know how
He gave her 3 ma'ams. That was strike 1, strike 2, strike
there will be
3.
no discrimination on my aircraft.
It's not discrimination.
Vaccinated or unvaccinated, we should respect each other. And as it seems, you have trouble doing that. Please exit the aircraft.
Everybody was like, get her out of here, bro. Get her out of here. Listen to the background music.
Yes, the piano playing all nice and somber.
Listen to the
I
background music. She
love
gotta go.
it. So,
She gotta go.
So, I am tickled completely green on this. Green mean go. Green means life and vibrant, and my hue of blue. I'm beaming. I'm feeling regal. I don't know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy behind this entire clip, because first thing is the display of entitlement, the display of
Rich.
of the bourgeoisie, if you will. Yes, you know. The snooty, spoiled, bratty, pain in the patootie type of attitude and personality that probably may have won her over a few scenarios, but not a lot. The main one was where she's quoting the law. We love. We might make a segment about the faux lawyers, or
I like it.
the botched lawyering.
I like it.
This is a great example. I really am happy. The stewardess, the flight attendant, pardon, she, because you know that's a controversial thing. Can you call her stewardess? It's a air waitress. No.
Air waitress.
And there's men up there too. All right, so flight attendant, excuse me. Kept her cool. Hopefully that's
Definitely
her pronoun.
that.
Hopefully that's her pronoun. And she kept her cool and didn't, like, told her this is the only seat, you know, all of the basics, and didn't flip out, didn't cause a ruckus. And the champion, the captain, he came in and he just set her straight. Like, he just did it so matter of fact, you know. Oh, it was good. It was good. Hold on, it's for my spirit now. It's for my spirit. I remember when there was a time. There was a time when people got away with this foolishness. I'm so glad. So, hallelujah.
He pulled up and he was like,
So
ma'am, that third ma'am clicking. She was like, all right, he mean business. And he came up like, not shouting, but you could tell. When Daddy pulled up in the picture, and he just standing there in that dominating pose, he's sick of it. So she's quiet. He's, hey man, we'll do discrimination here. I'm not discriminating. Vaccinated or unvaccinated. Back up off this plane. and she just went. Like, she just knew it was done. Maybe she did understand the law for a bit, because if she decided not to go, they're gonna pull them. The field marshals? What they call them? They gonna pull them
Air
out.
marshal,
They gonna pull up and send her away. And
in that scenario, he's not gonna. The air marshal's not gonna.
Really?
They're not gonna step up and be like, "This is who we are. We're air marshals.
All right.
We're still in the gate.
All right.
We still got security in the gate that can come and take her out of here." No, man. What if there's a terrorist on here and I've already compromised me being undercover?
Yo, you tell her.
I'm just saying. But my favorite.
I still feel like that's extremely plausible though. Like, they ain't gonna pull out. Yeah, I got you.
My favorite is his voice choice. He came up there and said,
good voice choice.
"You're right. Hit her with the 3 ma'ams.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am. And then he put the bass in with the smooth Obama pace of the conversation.
Yeah.
There will be no discrimination
Obama
of any kind on my aircraft."
Oh, deuces.
What'd he say? And it seems that you
you got a trouble with
doing
seems
that.
like
You have a problem with doing that. With respecting people. That was so eloquent. I felt
if politicians could talk like him, they get my vote.
He could be running the world. He could be the next president.
He said, "It seems that you have a problem with this." He didn't say you got a problem with it. He said,
No,
it seems. It seems.
Proper
that
word
changes
choice.
the world of everything. Yo,
Please.
I love it.
Exit the aircraft.
I love it.
You see
It's
the
so good.
stunned face she had?
Yes.
Like, she was like, "You gave me nothing to argue with
Right?
just now."
Not a dang thing. Not a dang thing. Yo. If this was his first rodeo, he get a raise. Give him a raise.
Bruh, that is a notch on your belt,
Yes,
bruh.
sir.
Like, man.
It happened
Big
so
ups.
good. Everybody on the plane applauded him.
And it was a slow clap, too. It wasn't even like the rush. Like, yeah, it was just like, did you just see that? Or is it okay to clap? Can we applaud?
Yo, I can't, man.
They
It's
were
so
fearful. They were like, is she gonna snap on us? Is she gonna jump and scratch somebody's eyes out as she
start
walks out?
throwing at people like, don't applaud him. And
Oh, you think it's funny?
yeah, funny.
I can't even do her voice right, my bad.
the white chick's voice. Oh my god!
I can't do it. Yo, she is hilarious. Way to go, Karen. We needed the content.
I definitely needed that in my stomach.
We needed the
I
content.
appreciate it all.
All right, so what we got next?
But you
want
got
more?
another one for us.
I was
You
about
got
to say,
another one.
so-
Yeah, you got another one. This y'all, we ain't gonna just start on the good end though. We're gonna keep that thing
tickling
going.
the funny
Yes,
bone on this
sir.
one. All right.
Yes, sir.
So our good old friend Plies. Shout out to Plies though, for real. Plies will put out some good content, man. He is very, very insightful.
Good word.
He says things in a way that we understand. College graduate, way to go. Prolific artist seen around the world. People adore him. Teeth, fantastic. Crazy. So, crazy teeth gang, y'all about to see. So, this is exactly, listen to me now, exactly how I feel about this restaurant. We're gonna call it a restaurant.
That word definitely bothers me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
But they call like fast food chains, like fast food restaurants. I think that's so weird. I think it's a conundrum to me. It don't make sense. But that could just be a me thing. I work with people where they use their word choices often conflicting to me. But it happens so much that I was like, all right, maybe I'm in the wrong here.
Okay,
Yo.
I get it.
It's so weird to me because a restaurant, when you at a restaurant, you sit down, you bask in the vibe and the aura.
Right.
McDonald's is not a restaurant to me.
Heard it.
So
Even the rest, even with the key playground.
nope.
Dang, you harsh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't consider McDonald's a restaurant. No way. I will not wear dress shoes to McDonald's
That's good.
unless it's by accident.
Unless you're coming from church.
Or from prom or something, you know. So
That's good.
So the good old boy Plies, Thank you, sir, for the content. And with that, Maestro, man, let's have some fun with this one, man. Because this is exactly, all right? Listen to the man now. Listen to the man.
He giving y'all a warning.
This is a schooling.
Ready?
Oh, been ready.
This gonna be quick. I ain't gonna take a lot of your time. Is it just me when it comes to goddamn Chick-fil-A? Listen, I was just sitting here thinking to myself. I said, you know what? I don't even know if I come to Chick-fil-A so much if it got anything to do with the food. I think the food is okay. You know, it's pretty good food. But when I really think about it, I said it's the goddamn customer service. Why am I always coming to Chick-fil-A? I can pull up to Chick-fil-A and I'm gonna fucking have 34 cars in that goddamn line. I'm talking about that motherfucker can be right around the corner like a motherfucking like a Tyler Swift concert.
Tyler Swift.
How you think about it? And I literally told myself this morning, I said, man, I could come to this motherfucker and be 30 some cars.
Yo, I just noticed that Tyler Swift.
Oh, history just taught me I ain't gonna stand that motherfucking line alone. I ain't never came to Chick-fil-A and they left something out of a bag, ain't had no napkins or no straw. It just ain't, they ain't fucked the order up yet. And so when I really think about it, I said, I don't even know if it's about the food. I'm quite sure the food is okay. But these motherfuckers, I don't know who doing the hiring at Chick-fil-A. But that's probably who need to be running this motherfucking country. This motherfucker at Chick-fil-A called.
Like he's sitting there pondering. He didn't say something that touched his soul.
Hiring the right goddamn people now. Now I don't know about nothing else. But they goddamn sure got a system in place. Like some restaurants you can't motherfucking go. Now I would tell you their name, and they sell chicken. But you can't go to that motherfucker. If it's 3 cars in that motherfucking line, I already know that's gonna be a 2-hour motherfucking wait, and then I'm gonna have to pull up. They're gonna have to bring it out. But motherfucking Chick-fil-A, y'all need to sell that goddamn hiring system y'all got over there. Cause y'all might can save this goddamn country.
That's it. Yo. Man, first off, the Tyler Swift concert reference. That's so sick. That's so Plies right there.
I love it.
That's so Plies right there. That's beautiful. Also, the facts that he is spitting right now. I go to Chick-fil-A and they got the most exuberant, youthful, teeny boppers, male and female. This, hey, ready to take your order? Hey, how you doing? Hey. Even the ones that are trying to play cooler, still relatively like, hey, how you doing? They keep the demeanor light and jovial. And it is amazing. And then I get Chick-fil-A sauce and Polynesian sauce. They're so wonderful. Like, individually, like I dip in one and then the other just to mix it up. It's so good. And yes, chicken wise, it's good chicken. Like if you're just looking at the chicken sandwich, yeah, it's great chicken. It's good chicken. But if you're looking at the nuggets, let's analyze chicken nuggets, the chicken bites. You go to McDonald's, they make it out of a paste and then they cut it and they do all that there. Because that's not a natural shape of anything. Okay? Now these bites, on the other hand, the way you cut them and then you cook them, magic. Thank you very much. And you can tell that they're real chicken because you bite into it and you see the muscle fibers as they, it's so beautiful.
Boy.
Go ahead. Hello, lights. Oh, tie my bow tie.
Hello, lights. Yo. I get
Polynesian
chicken
and the
noodle
Chick-fil-A
soup and grilled
sauce.
chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, and that's all I need with a
The
little bit
grill
of
be
thing.
bussin'.
Yeah,
When those came out, I was
I don't
like,
know why
what
folks
is
ain't caught the way with that, but the grilled chicken nuggets is where it's at.
The grilled boys is boss.
Because if you like me, you be trying to avoid most of the breaded stuff, but you get the chicken noodle, and that's pasta. So I don't want to overdose.
If you on a diet,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You watching it. Go ahead and get the grilled
get
boys.
rid of my daddy belly. So we got to cool it on some of the bread.
That's all right. It's gonna come back like a monster. No, it's not. Another one.
It's gonna
I
stay.
believe
I
it.
promise you, yes sir.
So
We already
take heed, ladies and gentlemen. Chick-fil-A's got it going on, and I believe you think he was talking about Popeyes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It wasn't a doubt
I
in
think
my
it's all right.
mind, bro.
I think it's talking about Popeyes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even go to Popeyes for the reason you're talking about. No,
The only
thank you.
time I had a good
No,
experience
thank
in
you.
Popeyes or great, I'll just say great because good can be relative because we're in the midst of the gray area, aren't we? Anyway,
You gotta stop taking shots at the gray, man.
I'm a
Popeyes
the
is
gray
nasty.
area
That
all
is a
day.
black and white.
But
Popeye
in
is
high
not
school-
nasty. My bad.
when done right, it just
it's not
depends on the
nasty.
personnel. Like it
I don't
really,
go
just
there.
like any establishment. If you have nasty people that work there, you're gonna have nasty
That's true beans.
equipment.
No
you're
matter
gonna
how
have
much they
nasty
try to follow
food.
that
Like,
quote unquote recipe.
you're gonna taste that it's old oil. Like we know, we can tell. Like anyway, so great experiences were when it was in high school, and the girls that worked there went to our high school, and they knew us because we were on the football team, and they loaded us up. It was
Nice.
fantastic.
Nice.
Extra biscuits. Oh, the butter biscuits. Anyway, sorry, I'm back. So now Chick-fil-A got the sauce, literally, and they got the juice when it comes to personnel. They are hiring people that are of quality. They are making sure that these people are happy. If it's not happy in pay, it's happy in opportunities, because I've even heard how they put people through college. So
That's what's up.
I'm just
I was
saying.
about to say you gotta acknowledge the culture there too, because you can hire nice people and turn nice people mean based off of your establishment.
So the leadership must also enrich that lifestyle.
Good word.
So that's a real big positive for them, and I really appreciate that for them. Even the political stance of not being open on Sunday, that's awesome. You know,
The C people tried to get them too, wouldn't it? Where they say something about it's like you're pushing Christianity and they ain't like that. Nobody care about what you're talking about. See people going about your business and play.
come on now. Trying too hard.
I don't know.
But
I think that's incredible. Like customer service gets you a long way. And every retail business I've been in, management or associate, I've always gotten compliments on customer service. I even gotten in trouble at a couple businesses for being too friendly to customers. Right.
Yes.
And so
or
that's
going
important.
too far above and beyond.
Yeah, picking up
Mainly
stuff,
because
carrying folks,
because you
changing
can't do
tires.
that for every customer.
Yes,
Is
sir.
the understand or
Time.
the reasoning behind it, but. When I can, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. Like, and let me pick and choose. Because especially if it's like an older lady that's by herself, nobody's there with her. Like, come on now. Why wouldn't I have a conversation with her while helping her with her bags on the way out? I do it now. Like, and I'm not even working at the store. Like, come on. But it's just important for love to really be predominant in life. We just don't do it.
Yes, sir.
People don't know it. I'll stick to that. I'll stick to that for a little bit because I don't think people have that example of love. So,
I love it.
What can you base it off
Yes,
of?
sir.
Base it off of what you see. If you
Yes,
can't
sir.
bait them, join them. Might as well be horrible and terrible like the rest of them. I've had so many dreams, of me being a terrible person to people, like really being an a-hole, like really being mean to people. But I can't do it.
Most of my dreams come to
someone.
deal with
Like,
supernatural stuff. Like that's like fighting leprechauns and surviving. I ain't lying to you. That's what I be dreaming, boy.
get
Like I have zombie apocalypse dreams
But no,
quite
that's
often.
real. But I have that's the battle that I have daily is like the Bible says, it's against principalities. It's against like the urges and the bad in me. Like I really know
That's good.
me. I'm
I
like,
like it.
why would I want people to have to endure that though? Like I don't even like that about me. So why would I give it to other people?
So what you saying is when you know the Chick-fil-A commercials pop up and they see how these associates affect these people's lives in a good way, you would be on one of those commercials.
Absolutely,
I mess with it.
Absolutely,
y'all see that Chick-fil-A? Y'all come hire us, man. Just not you ain't gotta work there, but just for the commercial presence, we would.
They saw
y'all
I
can
had
give us free food.
kids
We
with
enjoy
me,
it as long as
walk
it's
me out
niggas.
to the car.
Yeah.
Boom. Matter of fact, one of them, we could say, I wish I knew the kid. There's several times I like messing with people, so I'll talk to the cashier and just ask them questions. So what you doing with yourself? How old are you? 17, 18. Okay, you going to college? No. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. You're not going to college? What's your plan? I'm never going to tell you that you're a horrible person for not going to college. What I'll say is, do you have a plan? Because you don't want to just take time and do nothing because you're young. Yeah. When you get older, you're not going to want to do anything. Yeah. So do it now. That's my advice to young people all the time. Just do it now. What do you like doing? What do you love doing? What do you absolutely enjoy doing? Most of the kids are like, oh, I'm a gamer. Okay, well, then win every tournament. Let's go.
Yep. Turn it profitable. Ain't
you
nothing
gotta
wrong
make
with
money.
it. Just got to be able to aspire to turn it profitable. Yep.
Make it make sense. Dollars preferably. I like money that folds, not the money that jingles. You don't want to throw the jingles at the exotic dancers.
Stop drinking that stale tea.
They leave welts, and that's bad for customer service. They don't want leopards with spots. Does that make sense? The leopards with spots reference.
Sure.
Impromptu. If anything, like take note, go back, comment on the time frame that you like. Comment, please. We want to respond. We want to make sure we grow as a company. So please help us out with the shares. Be better today than you were yesterday, and tomorrow's gonna be even better because guess what? We just learned plenty today. We learned a lot. We learned a lot more than
to be better.
We are aspiring.
Let's go.
We're okay.
Word of the day should have been aspire.
No, it was impromptu.
I like impromptu.
Impromptu was good.
Yeah.
Impromptu was good the entire time. But with that, we bid you all adieu.
Peace.
Oh.